Chuck Saunders with Saunders Archery, and today we're going to do an unboxing of a Falcon 2 wrist rocket. Falcon 2 is a good all-around slingshot. It's forgiving in relationship to the shooting dynamics. It's extremely accurate, and it's very comfortable so that you can shoot it for long periods of time. Plus it's using the new flat band technology, which allows you to change bands in the field to go to the TNT, which is the natural bands, which are a tiny bit more efficient, or go to the striker, which are a little bit more durable than the standard Black Mamba bands. It comes with the Black Mamba. You'll find them to be an extremely good band. If you rotate the package around, you'll see that there's instructions inside that all the bails, that this is the top power band bail, the main guard bail, and the handle are all within here. It opens up like that, and the instructions on the assembly are all here for you, so that it's a piece of cake to put together. Literally, this is the wrist bail. This is the handle. This is the stainless steel clip that holds everything together once we get up to that point. This is the top bail, and this is the bail guard that comes with the unit. If you notice that the bottom bail and the top bail have different radiuses on here, that's because they actually nest together. So the first one to go in is always your bottom bail, or the wrist bail. It slips in like this, and then the top one comes over it. Sometimes it can be a little bit sticky. This one seems to be doing pretty good. And the stainless steel clip comes over and presses down and locks over. Should be fully on. It shouldn't be loose or halfway on. It should be fully engaged. So that's the basic assembly on the unit itself. The bail guard, which is a protective thing to help reduce the possibility of a wildfire hitting anything, this goes in. Let me just do this clear for you. This goes in from the underside like this, with this curvature facing up. And you rotate it so that the bulge is facing towards you. And then all that's needed at this point is position it so it doesn't go around this radius in here, but stays onto the straight section here. All you're doing is rotating it forward and up at the same time. So it's pivoting around that center axis. You'll hear that it's clipped in there nice and solid. It is a polycarbonate bail guard, very durable, very strong, and a nice feature that we've added to it. You'll also see that there's this indicator ribbon that shows the correct band path. And the important thing is that the bands come out from underneath here, not over the top. If you locate them over the top, they can stretch this unit out and damage it. So it's very important that you understand this band path is critical, and you need to follow that. To install the bands, the first thing you do is pop these clips out. Remove the indicator strip and get your bands. The bands themselves come in a UV protective bag. One of the important things about protecting any slingshot is keeping the bands from sun. So if you're shooting in an afternoon, if you're putting it away, put it away in the shade or put it away in a drawer. Don't leave it out in the sun, because that will diminish the band life. First thing I want to go over, though, is how to install the power bands. Remember, all of this information is all included on here. It is not hard, it's very simple to do, but refer to that, because it will affect the accuracy and it will affect how well the unit just shoots in general. The important thing about the Pasa Center pouch is that the pouch is made to face upward to the ammo. That's why it's concave in this side. So it's concave up. And what you do is you take the ends, you feed the ends through the opening like this. I like about, say, 3/4 of an inch or 3/4 of an inch of bands that's coming through, pull that underneath and grip it with your finger. Then the part of the clip that has a bulge, there's a bulge on one side and there's no bulge on the other side. The bulge goes in first on these bands. On a striker, if you're using the striker power bands, which are heavier power bands, you would go with the non-bulge side in first. So the bulge goes in first, holding a little bit of tension so there's no wrinkles in there, and you just clip it in. Use 2 fingers and do it that way. Now the important thing in relationship to this is that we don't get any twist in this, that this is facing up and that this part is facing up is over on this side over here. So again, you just repeat the same process for the right portion of your power bands. Again, I'm holding the excess underneath, making sure that there's a little bit of tautness here so that there's no wrinkles. And I'm basically pushing the clip back into the recess on this side here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but there's a recess there. So the bulge goes in first, and then I hold it with both hands like this and press the clip in. You'll hear it snap. Good and solid. There you are. Now, before we go any further, it's important that if you're shooting, to always wear safety glasses. There's never a situation where you want to have live ammo in a slingshot where you're not wearing safety glasses. There's too many things that can go wrong, and it's important to maintain safety as the #1 objective of all your shoots. So that's the completed unit. You'll find that it's very well balanced. It's a very comfortable unit. The handle fits comfortably in your hand. Again, if you lock your wrist, you don't have to have a locked hand. You can just have the wrist locked and a kind of loose grip, and you'll draw it back and you'll anchor it like this. Again, I don't have ammo in that. That's the Falcon 2. I hope that you enjoy it. It's a beautiful unit to shoot with. The final thing to always recap on is that whenever you're shooting any slingshot, whether it's our brand or anybody else's brand, please wear safety glasses. Shoot well, shoot safe, and shoot honorably.